Okay, for problem 6, we're given several number sentences or equations that are missing a number, and they're all based on the distributive property of multiplication. These aren't too hard to figure out if we just notice the pattern of the distributive property, and I've written it up here for you. And the first thing in addition to notice is that A times B plus C in parentheses is equal to the same thing as going A times B plus A times C. The same thing happens with subtraction, same pattern. So let's try to solve a few of these, and you can do the rest. So for A, we have 8 times 6 plus 4 in parentheses is equal to 8 times something missing plus 8 times 4. If we look at the pattern up here and just try to follow it, we would notice that A times B plus C is equal to A times B, and A times B, oh, well 6, 8 times 6. And we already have 8 times 4 here, and they're plus. So the missing number here must be 6. So we'll put a 6 in there. That one was kind of easy. We'll try another one. Okay, for B, it's a little more complicated, but not too bad. We have 2 missing numbers, which we could figure out, no problem, but we also have a variable, x, which is one of the reasons I'm using the dot for multiplication, so we don't confuse ourselves with using x to represent any number and the multiplication symbol. So to solve this, we're going to look at our pattern again, but we can also think of it as A times B plus C is equal to A times B plus A times C. So A times B plus A times C. Now we have 7 times x, x plus 7 times 3, 7. That's how you could think about solving B. Okay, for problem 6c, we're given the equation negative 9 times 5 in parentheses plus blank times 7 in parentheses is equal to negative 9 times blank plus 7 in parentheses. They've given us this expression in the reverse order, trying to fool us, but that's not going to work because we know this pattern well enough. We know that 9 times whatever this is plus 9 times 7 is going to equal 9 times whatever this is, 9 times 5. It must be 9 times 5. And then plus 9 times 7. Well, there we go. It must be, well, negative 9 times 7. That's one way to try to figure it out. Just remember that it's always this pattern of A times B plus A times C. Negative 9 times 5, negative 9 times 5 plus negative 9 times 7. Negative 9 times 7. That's the distributive property. Try to do the last two on your own, and when you get to number 7, or problem 7, I'm not going to give you a video for that because you should be able to hopefully figure that out after doing these. But I'll give you a quick demonstration of how you do it. For example, for number 7a, we're given negative 3 times 4 plus 7, all you've got to do is write the next part of it, which would be negative 3 times 4 plus negative 3 times 7. So the next part would be negative 3 times 4 plus negative 3 times 7. That's a little messy, but I hope that helps.